Finally, we know everything about the future of one's human, this season's, how you actually sign up for the next scenario, and how you can put all your deviants in the bag so you get them in the new scenario as well. And very good news up front, they're planning to release an all year long scenario. So not the Evolution's Call or the Manibus we have now. No, a scenario that you can play all season long without any interruption. That being said, they're actually planning to bring out 4 new scenarios per year. But what does a scenario even do? What is a scenario? And well, how do you swap into them as soon as one is over? This is the 2024 scenario update timeline. We started with the Manibus and Evolution's Call. And then in September, we're going to get the Prismverse Clash. And afterwards, the new PvE scenario in October, which is also featuring a brand new map. The September scenario allows you to face confrontations among other factions, and the October one will introduce you to an all-new map and challenge you to survive in extreme environments. With the follow-up, we are also working on scenarios featuring limitless PvP gameplay and a longer duration. I mean, right now we're already looking at 8 to 9 weeks for the first one. And now a very important thing about scenarios and the differences, it will always be different survival mechanics. Maybe different maps, then more enemies and dungeons. The scenario duration might not always be the same. One scenario could be 4 weeks long. Another scenario could be 10 weeks or 15 weeks long. And then also the size and how many players fit on each server. And the way it works is following. You choose a scenario in a server, like we did with the Manibus and the PvP Evolution's Call. Create a character, play the scenario. And at the very end in week 6, you can decide to either A, sign up for the new scenario, and then as soon as it's open, you are able to play on the new server, because the new scenario can't be on the same server. So you actually have to make a new character or your same character on a new server, because your server will actually close after 4 weeks. Because if you're not moving into the next season, then you can play for 4 longer weeks. The season will close and your character will be with all its stuff brought into Eternal Land. The play on new servers should definitely answer the question, can I play with my friends? Yes, I mean, you're probably going to be able to then take your character and play on the new server together with your friends. And these are all the things you can actually take with you from scenario to scenario. That's already listed in game. Your Starchrome, Chrysogen, Mitsuko Mark, Stella Planula, your gear blueprints, your blueprint fragments, weapon accessoire, mods, yes, mods, and the updated mods and mod components. So if you have a 1,000 armor mods and a 500 weapon mods and you haven't used them to upgrade something yet, that is also all coming with you. The furniture blueprints, the base blueprints, all that stuff are with you. And now they also iterated again on the deviations and how exactly you take stuff with you from Eternal Land to the next scenario. Weapons and armor, regular resources, deviations, and calibration blueprints. All of these are retained in Eternal Land and can be brought with you into the new season. The only thing that's essentially going away is your energy links. They will be transferred into Astral Sand so you can build more into the Eternal Land. But how do you take these things now with you? Because there was a bit of a confusion with the Eternal Land currency that existed. Press escape in the game, top right corner Eternal Land, then shop orders, and this is where all your stuff is gonna land. So at the end of this season, when you then choose to sign up for a new server, or after the 4 weeks, all your stuff, your consumables, materials, special, construction, deviations, everything will end here. And then you have 20,000 points to take them with you. And the way it works is that everything costs a certain amount of points. Okay, so I don't have 20,000 material. I can put things in here that are worth a maximum of 20,000 points. Let's say deviation, because they are rare. Costs, for example, 2,000 points per deviation to actually take with you. But if you then choose to take your favorite weapon, that's only going to be 500 or 1,000 points. And if you do want to have certain calibration blueprints because you want to have the weapon absolutely popping, or you want to start the game with, like, I don't know, 1,000 plus iron or whatever, like you want to have tons of assets so you don't have to farm it, so you're going to take like 2,000 asset with you, or 40 Cortexes tier 3 that you can straight up do the perfect purification in phase number 1, and you get to then mix and match and see, like, how much do you want to take with you And what can you essentially fit into those 20,000 points, making the decision quite an interesting one. The number one thing I would recommend before signing up for a new season is unlock every single accessoire, because you simply don't know if these are going to be available in the next season like this, or if there's new accessoires really coming. However you pronounce this, sorry, I'm German, things happen. But they do really make a difference in the effective damage range of your weapon. So if you have to really stand inside the opponent, or if you can shoot from a bit further away, the goddamn spread that your stupid LMG is not all over the place. I mean, when it comes down to sights, I actually do gather every single sight. As you can see, I don't have every single sight yet. But for my LMG, I kind of want the 4x zoom, but also the 2x zoom. And I do want the red dot still, because it's actually really, really amazing. But sometimes I even want to play with a 3x, depending on the boss that we're actually playing, because it's only like a long range boss. So it might be better to just have the respective sight. And the lasers are just absolutely incredible. Look at what they're doing to the accuracy and the stability, just pushing that forward. And sometimes even the purple mags are way better than the golden ones. We have the legendary large mag, which gives us lower reload speed but more mag capacity, but this one just gives us bonus accuracy and reload speed. So it's just simple, all-time better. Unlock all of these, please. For the love of God, do not sleep on this. You want everything of this unlocked. And since all your mods are coming with you, and on top of that, the weapon mod parts and the armor mod parts, make sure that at the end of this season, you're just burning through the rest of your controllers. Yeah, I have 20 controllers now left. I'll just do any 20 dungeons, because worst case scenario, I'll just break down all the mods to then get more armor and weapon parts to upgrade further mods in the future, as we're getting new cooler mods with new cooler scenarios. All in all, their main goal with different scenarios in season is you will encounter unique seasonal rules and in-game objectives. For example, some scenarios may ask you to explore uncharted territories and secure rare deviations, while others will require you to form alliances with other metahumans, survive in harsh environments, and combat ferocious monsters. In those scenarios, you'll have the option to either go solo or team up with other players, or even align with factions to compete for valuable supplies. In total, an ever-changing, fun experience. But again, you can choose if you want to sign up for it, or if you don't want to sign up for it and just wait in Eternal Land until there's a scenario that interests you. Or you're then going to play on the Eternal Season server, which is to come in the future. What do you think? These updates, what do you think about the clarity we have gotten now? Are you excited for seasons or still turned off by them? And if you do want to know how to actually bring a brand new character in a season super in 1 hour with a fully automated base, there's a video that explains it to you. Enjoy. Let's build a fully automated base with electricity that's already farming resources while you're AFK in under 1 hour with a level 10 character.